The sun is the biggest object in our solar system. And if you look up towards the sky, but only during daytime, then you will be able to see it. It might not look that big, but that's because it's so incredibly far away from our planet, the Earth. The sun is extremely hot, hotter than you can imagine, and just like a fireplace, it emits warmth, but it also emits light. And all of this warmth and light that the sun emits, it hits Earth and also everything else in our solar system. All of this light hitting our planet, that's what makes daytime and nighttime possible. In fact, it's always daytime somewhere on our planet, as well as it's always nighttime. Nighttime and daytime is determined by how our planet is rotated towards the sun. The sun is not made of rock like Earth is. Instead, it's made out of gas. But it's not the same as the other planets in our solar system, because the sun is so large that all of this gas has compressed itself and ignited. And when that happens, all of this gas turns so incredibly and unbelievably hot that it turns into something else, something called plasma. Plasma may look a bit like liquid, but it's definitely its own thing. So because the sun is made of plasma, that means that even though you have an incredibly durable spaceship that could withstand the heat of the sun, then you can't land on the surface of the sun. It does not have a solid surface like the rocky planets of our solar system do. The sun is very large, and it's actually 1 million times the size of the Earth. That means if the sun is a bowl, then you can actually take 1 million Earths and pour into the bowl before it will start spilling over. As I mentioned earlier, the Earth is actually turning around its own axis, just like if you were spinning a ball on your finger. But besides that, the Earth is also in orbit around the sun, and that means it's actually spinning around the sun in a very large circle. And actually, every single object in our solar system, from big planets to small asteroids, they are all spinning around our sun. We can say they are all in orbit around the sun. And maybe that's why we call a solar system, because the sun is in the middle of everything. Another curious thing that we don't really consider when we're down here on Earth, that is the fact that light actually takes time to travel. It's not instantaneous as you might think. So when light hits the surface of the Earth, it's actually been traveling from our sun for 8 entire minutes. That means if you get up very early during the morning and are looking towards where the sun is about to rise, and the first time you see the sun, that little sliver has actually already been there for 8 minutes. You just couldn't see it yet because the light from it has been traveling for 8 minutes to hit the Earth. I compared the sun to a fireplace before, and it's actually somewhat similar. But instead of a fireplace burning for perhaps a couple of hours, our sun has been burning for 4.6 billion years. And actually, for every billion years, it takes 1,000 million years. So our sun is very, very old. But don't worry about the sun dying in a couple of years, because scientists have calculated that the sun will last at least 5 billion more years before it runs out of fuel. And just like a fireplace, when the fireplace has no more wood, it stops burning. And when the sun does not have any more gas, it will also stop burning and it will turn into something else. But it won't be a bright, hot sun any longer. Just like Earth and other planets, the sun also has layers. The innermost layer of the sun is called the core. And this is where all the gas molecules or plasma molecules are fused together to produce all of this energy that the sun emits. Outside of the core, there's a radiation zone. And this is the zone where all the energy is transported outwards towards the surface. The outermost layer is called the convection zone. And this is actually the zone that you're looking at when you're looking towards the sun. But don't do it with your own eyes. You have to have some special sort of sunglasses to be able to do that. But you might be able to look at the surface of the sun in a video, for example, or right here. Besides the outermost layer, the sun also has another unofficial layer even further out, and that layer is called the corona, and that is the glow of the sun because it produces all of this energy. Humans, animals, and plants on the earth owes everything to the sun. The sun is what makes life possible on our planet. But besides that, then we can actually also harness the energy of the sun in different ways. For example, by using solar panels to convert the rays of the sun into electricity that we can use in our computers, in our cell phones, or even in our electric vehicles.